Children, now we will discuss the military causes for the uprising of 1857. There was dissatisfaction among the Indian soldiers. The Indian sepoys were ill-treated. They were considered inferior to the English soldiers. They helped the British to establish their empire in India, but they were disrespected by the British officers. During their training, they were abused and kicked like animals. The Indian soldiers were not allowed to wear caste marks like beards or turbans. In this way, the Indian soldiers were ill-treated. The next point we will discuss is inferior status and low salaries. The wages of the Indian soldiers was too less. They were given very less wages. An English soldier was paid more than 8 times an Indian sepoy, while their duties were similar. They got the similar duties, but the Indians were paid less. The Indians had no chance of promotion and were not appointed to high post in the army. No Indian can rise higher than the post of the Subedar. Now, the next point is General Service Enlistment Act. What was General Service Enlistment Act of 1856? Lord Canning passed General Service Enlistment Act in 1856. This act created bitterness among the sepoys as it forced them to be sent to fight even to the overseas front. The sepoys opposed this act because, why did they oppose? Because it was against to their religious beliefs. The Brahmins saw in this a danger to their caste. Now we come to the next point, loss of British prestige in the first Afghan war. A myth, that is an idea or story that is not true, continued among the soldiers that it was invisible, which means it was impossible to defeat the English. But the beating the English received in the first Afghan war broke this myth, and the Indian sepoys felt that the British could also be defeated. Now we come to the next point, that is immediate cause, greased cartridges. What were the immediate cause for the uprising of 1857? Children, by 1857, material for the mass uprising was ready. All the material for the mass uprising was ready. Only a spark was needed to set it fire. A new type of rifle was introduced in the army. Greased cartridges were to be used in them. Before fitting the cartridges in the rifle, the soldiers had to bite the tip of the cartridges with their teeth. A rumor spread. What rumor spread? A rumor spread that these cartridges were greased with the fat of cow and pig. Both the Hindus and the Muslims sepoys were angry and thought that the English government wanted to impure their religion. The Hindu and the Muslim sepoys, they thought that the English wanted to impure their religion. So they refused to use these cartridges, and when they were forced for it, they became very angry and rose in revolt. So this was the immediate cause for the revolt of 1857. Main events of the war. Here we will discuss about the main events of the war. The rumors about the greased cartridges spread like wildfire, and the Great Rising started from Barakpur in Bengal. A Brahmin sepoy named Mangal Pandey refused to use the cartridges. Mangal Pandey, he refused to use the cartridges and killed 2 English officers, for which he was hanged. This resulted in general uprising in Meerut, Delhi, Kanpur, Lucknow, Jhansi, etc. Now, first we will discuss about Meerut. On 6th May 1857, the real trouble started at Meerut and spread like a wildfire. 86 sepoys refused to use the greased cartridges, for which they were dismissed and sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. The sepoys killed the English officers, attacked the jail and released the prisoners. Next comes Delhi. We will discuss about Delhi. The Meerut soldiers set fire to the bungalows of the English and set off to Delhi. They killed the officers and captured the city. The last Mughal king, Bahadur Shah II, was declared the Emperor of India. Here what happened? Soon the mutiny of sepoys changed into revolutionary war. But the success short-lived. Soon Sir John Nicholson captured Delhi. Thousands of soldiers were put to death mercilessly under the supervision of General Neil. Bahadur Shah was caught, sentenced to life imprisonment and deported to Rangoon, where he died in 1862. At Kanpur, the great uprising was led by Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II. With the help of Tatya Top, and Azimullah, he gave some tough moments to the British. The British were forced to announce a reward of rupees 1 lakh for the capture of Nana Sahib. But due to the large army and better equipment of General Havelock, Nana Sahib was defeated. Now we come to Lucknow. The great uprising at Lucknow was led by the Begum of Awadh, Hazrat Mahal. She organized an all-out attack on the British, and beside Sir Henry Lawrence and other Englishmen in the Presidency. Sir Henry Lawrence was shot dead. At last, Sir Colin Campbell reached there with more reinforcement and defeated the rebels and recaptured Lucknow in 1858. The uprising reached Banaras. The revolutionaries revolted. And killed many English soldiers and officers. General Neil reached there and crushed the uprising. Under the leadership of Maulvi Liaquat Ali, there was an uprising in Allahabad. The rebels succeeded in capturing the fort and the city of Allahabad. But General Neil arrived and put down the rebellion by his harsh policy. Now next comes the Central India. The rebels in Central India were led by a brave and patriotic lady, Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi and Tatya Tope. Rani Lakshmibai, she fought bravely like a true heroine, but Jhansi was captured by the British with the help of some traitors. Rani Lakshmibai died fighting on the battlefield. Tatya Tope fled. He was caught, tried and hanged. With their death, the great uprising of 1857 came to an end. Students, for today we will discuss till here only. I hope you all have understood what I discussed today. Revise the points which we have discussed today. Shall continue in the next class. Thank you.